Colton RV creates fantastic memories that will change your life forever. Have you dreamed of getting into glamping in your own RV? Colton RV can help you take that step into the future with a new or used RV. Talk with a Colton RV team member online, by phone, or in person and see hundreds of RVs, from tent trailers to motorhomes and everything in between. It's all about great selection, unequaled service, and low prices. Open late at 2 convenient locations, one in Tonawanda and one in Orchard Park, New York. Now is the time to see the future at Colton RV.
Want to take your camping to the next level? Then why not try glamping? Welcome to RV Glamping Adventures, where you can have a little glamour with your travel adventures. Please join your hosts, Neal and Kathy, as they share RV glamping information, RV park reviews, product recommendations, and so much more. Here's Neal and Kathy.
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of RV Glamping Adventures with Neal and Kathy. I'm Neal.
And I'm Kathy. I wanted to start this week's episode with something that's been on my mind. And you're looking at me like, what is she going to say? But I really need to say that. I need to say this to our listeners and the people that are following us on Facebook.
I'm a little nervous. What are you going to say?
I could say anything.
I know,
right now.
That's where I'm nervous. Go ahead.
No, it's really cool. It's, I just really wanted to say it's been almost a year now that we've been doing our podcast. Yeah. And it's been over a year that we've been really going at our Facebook page, and I've just gotten more into Twitter and all of that stuff. But, it took a little bit to sort of get this momentum going as far as, we were just doing our thing and putting out what we love and finding us. Like, we were nearing like 10,000 people on Facebook, which is crazy. Says volumes to me. It says there's lots of people love to travel like we do, getting out there RVing, spending time with their families, enjoying life. And, it really, I wanted to do this in a way to share not just our stories, but to hear back from people. And, it kind of started last summer, and then in the fall that kind of started growing.
Momentum started growing.
That momentum really started happening. And something since, I don't know, maybe even Christmas, it's just really started to take off as far as hearing from our listeners and our Facebook friends. And I just really, I'm all about having gratitude and appreciating things in life. And I just wanted to take a minute and just thank everybody for sharing and, reaching out to us and letting us know that you're hearing us and giving us feedback. Whether it's just, hey, we're enjoying you, or giving us some constructive criticism, we love it all. Yeah.
And we appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. And I just really wanted to say thanks to everybody.
Really nice.
And let's keep this going. I love this sense of community that's happening and just hearing from other people. It's fantastic. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, thank you. That was nice. I mean, it's not for me at all, but it's for everybody
I'm not really
out there.
Thanking you.
Thanks for thanking everybody. That was really nice. I like that.
Well, I know it's something we've been talking about, and I kind of want to bring that out and just put that out there to you guys. And it's nice to hear other people enjoying what we have going on, and I love hearing other people spending time with their families, and it's just what this is all about.
Well, I think we're really lucky that we've had some really, really positive feedback from our listeners, and the constructive stuff, number one, I really appreciate, and I think I know you know who you are. So thank you so much for that. But I think, really, this is how we live life, is just to go out there and be thankful for what you have, because it could be all gone tomorrow, and that sounds depressing.
Okay, now
to
you're
say.
getting depressing.
I know. But thank you, everybody, for all the support and the positive thoughts. We really appreciate it, and we're loving this.
And please continue to send us ideas. I mean, we're always looking for new content. And like, that's what's also, that momentum is all, there's always something to talk about with RVing. I mean, that's just the nerd in us.
Well, and RV people are so nice.
Yes. But it's so great to hear ideas, and like, it just helps us come up with new content. We want to keep this interesting. We want you to look forward to listening to us every week. So, keep giving us some ideas and, throwing us some things, whatever, tidbits our way, and we can share. And, even if you have an interview idea, anything, advertising, we want to keep that rolling.
Yeah, so message us on Facebook, or you can email us at rvglampingadventures@gmail.com. However you want to reach out to us. Twitter,
Instagram. Yeah. Those both of Twitter and Instagram are under RV Glampers.
And if you're liking us on iTunes, go ahead and write a nice review too.
Oh, we'd love reviews.
We'd really, really appreciate that,
especially positive ones.
Yes. Positive ones only.
Constructive criticism, please
No.
send our way, and we'd love to always fix whatever's annoying or driving you crazy.
Oh, exactly.
We want to perfect this each week. So on that note,
Yes.
in the the whole mode of sharing, we thought one of our really popular blogs that I love
Yep.
to put out. I just put it out again on Twitter, just because we've got our Disney trip coming up in a few weeks. Countdown is on.
Can't wait. How many days is it? Less than 30?
I don't know. I'm not even
It's
sure.
close to.
You've caught me off guard.
That's okay.
Anyway, soon.
I like soon.
We did this one blog, and I think we did a show about it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, we've done so many. Sometimes I forget off the top of my head if we talked about this exact subject. We've brought it up before as pertaining to Disney, but it's about trips on a budget.
Right.
Huge response.
Now, what's the name
Whenever
of the
I put
blog
it
you
out,
were talking about?
Glamping with a Mouse on a Budget.
Yeah.
And I believe it was like from last June. I just put it out on Twitter again, so you can kind of go back to that and find that a little more readily. But, to me, it's like we've got a lot of trips coming this year.
Yeah, we do. There's a lot of trips. I'm really excited about it. Like, in the past, we've done 4 or 5 weeks, and I think this year we're up to almost 7.
Well, every
So-
year I keep adding another week. And
I'm okay with that.
This year between March and October.
October. Yeah, we're going
We
all the
got
way to October.
about 7 weeks or so of vacations planned. So who knows? It might go up from there.
That is okay.
So how do we do that? It's got to be on a budget.
You have to do it on the budget. There's absolutely no way, we're not made like that. You just can't go and...
We did not win
We
the
didn't.
Powerball.
We
a couple
tried
weeks
really
ago.
hard, but it didn't happen. But, you have to think about how you're going to do this, go on a budget, plan for it, and, you can make things happen when you plan for it, really.
So, yeah, I mean, we like to do things spontaneously and everything.
Oh,
but,
sure, yeah.
But to make this, we're self-employed, so a lot of our lives have to be planned. We can't just whimsically
Can't
go
just
off.
leave.
And as fun as that sounds, I think we would probably self-implode because that's so against
Oh, my
our
God,
nature.
no.
Every now and then we can do something really fun and whimsical, but mostly we have to plan it. So we kind of we thought we'd share our tips on how we do it. We're middle class folk. We're not
Normal
making a whole
people.
lot of money. Normal
No.
people. One income actually, and we have to make this really work on our tight budget. And our thing is all about the most bang for our buck.
Absolutely. And that's how
And we
can,
love free, and you can glamp
You can glamp for free.
in that kind of fashion.
Yes.
So we thought we'd share with you sort of how we're doing it. And again, we want some feedback from you guys on how you're doing it. So we start like this. Our year is very, I do the money. I run the business.
I'm not the money person.
No, I keep Neal in a little small room. He's a chiropractor. He's adjusting people, and I kind of run the rest of it and do the money thing. And it's a division of labor, and it works. And
It works great.
We have
Yeah.
a great, terrific partnership.
Absolutely.
So
I'm
we
very lucky.
start. We're both very
Well,
lucky.
thank you. I'm
Puke.
luckier.
Okay, all right. So we start, our whole thing is just even within how we do our budget throughout the year. So, it might be something that you guys have to think, a little bit of an overhaul on. I don't know how you all are doing your budgets or whatever, how, you need to kind of look at your own personal finances.
And this is something that absolutely works for us, so it might not work for you, but maybe it can.
Yeah,
Maybe you can
it's
get some
always
tidbits.
when you're learning new things, it's always about taking bits and pieces and see
Yeah,
how you can apply
make
it
it
to your
your own.
situation. But, it was one year we basically just started, we had 4 young kids at one point, and we started doing our, for example, Christmas shopping. I'm done early.
Yes.
We celebrate Christmas, and I don't overindulge too
You don't
much.
even make it to Black Friday. You're done.
No,
by then.
hey guys, big secret here. Not so much, but the deals from Black Friday are out in October. Yeah. So I got onto this one year, between August and October, I just started putting away little things. This is when the kids were younger. Now we're more into, I'm saving for gift cards and things like that. And I'm doing that between the end of summer. Crazy as that sounds, I just started doing it one year, and it just started my cycle for me. So honestly, well before Thanksgiving, I'm done.
That's
Christmas
nice.
shopping. And you know what?
That's
It also
nice.
makes me stop. Why I do this? The next step is I'm starting to save for, what did we just spend the last 6 weeks getting ready for?
Disney.
Well, all our trips.
All of our trips. We planned all of our trips, and so what we've been doing is taking the budgeting that you've done, and I love this because I'm not really good with money. I'm not going to lie. But we were able to...
If he has money, he thinks you can just, we have it, we should
let's
spend
go
it
buy
all.
something. We need to buy something. But it doesn't work that way, and I know
spread it
that.
out, yeah.
So what we've done, by the time Christmas comes, we're done. We just start saving. We get into a work mode, especially up in the Northeast here. It's very cold this time of year. We're not leaving on a trip. So we just save. And we sit down, sometime I think around January, you and I sit down with a calendar, and we start planning our trip and seeing what it's all going to cost us. And we come up with a really good plan. And I think when you go through life, you really should, at least for us, and this just works for us, be planful. Financially planful.
Financially planful, so that, it's all about how much can we do with this much money we have. So we'll know that with our kids, we still have some in school. Things are changing all the time. We're having to adjust, like our oldest now is living down in Orlando, and so we're, you've got to look every year at, all right, what are we dealing with basically this year? I mean, you can't plan for the unforeseen.
No, but you have an idea.
We know what the school schedule is going to be.
Yep.
We're traveling now between March and October, so we kind of know what's up, basically. So we start planning our schedule as to, all right, when do you want to start booking, and so we spend January booking.
January is just booking, and it's actually kind of, I think, for us, it's an exciting time of the year because we get to plan where we're going to go.
Yeah, so we spent, really, I find it takes about 6 weeks, and we just will start, okay, let's get this one booked, one booked. I already had booked, for example, the one in March. I book things like when we go to Disney, and we're going to get into this a little bit more, but we book those trips, the Disney trips through AAA. Yeah. So I like they have this thing that you can book a trip 6 months ahead, and then you have 6 months to pay it off.
Yeah.
So you just have to, we usually put like $200 down, and boom. So that was done, I don't know when did I do that, in October.
October, you booked it.
Because this was early for March. So I put down the $200, and that gives me, all right, and we're going to get into all this, but saving to go to Disney in an RV is so much cheaper.
Oh my God!
Than if you were to fly and stay at the hotel.
Especially with the 5 or 6 of us, it's
so
very expensive.
I guess the thing to start with is if you're going to, traveling on a budget, boom, you already saved a ton of money having the RV.
Exactly. Well, you have to look at it when you have to put almost like your 2 columns is one way to think of it. One is what the cost would be in a hotel versus the cost in an RV. And with a hotel, you've got hotel costs, which are 3 to 4 times higher than a campsite, even in a premium campsite.
When we used to go stay down at Disney, because there were 6 of us, we either would have to get 2 rooms or go stay in one of their vacation suites, like those apartment
like a 2-bedroom. Yeah,
and you're talking $5, $6, and that was years ago.
Yeah, $500-$600.
$600 a night.
A night. And
we go stay for about $100
and a quarter,
$100-ish now by just going to stay at, just using Disney as an example.
So, and that's just the hotel.
That's just the hotel. And so wherever we've gone, we've always thought about, I don't, if you even consider what your payment is, if you've got an RV that we basically have mortgaged ours. So we're paying so much a month over a 12-month period. Is still, that would be one trip for us to Disney. Boom, done. That's all we got. What we spend in a year is what, on the RV is one trip for not even a week at Disney.
No.
So to us, that, and it's all relatively speaking.
No, and we can go for 2 weeks. We can go longer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you have that luxury. So the other thing is, though, when you're looking at
Can I just add the one thing? It's not even about just staying at Disney. With anywhere we
any
go,
place you go, yeah.
Because of the number of our, in our family, even 5, and we're all adult-sized folk now. You're talking 2 rooms, so I don't care where you go and you're going to visit. D.C., New York.
One year we went to
California.
Manhattan. It was $600. One year we went to Toronto. Was $500 and something for the 6 of us. So it's
no matter where you go, you're saving
expensive.
So much money.
Yeah. And then you got to add in the hotel costs. Now gas prices are a lot lower right now. I mean, most places are under. Some places are way under $2 a gallon, but airfare hasn't really gone down.
What, in the 80s again or something?
Oh yeah,
I've never
crazy.
seen such prices.
I mean, I know a couple. I think I've talked about this before. I went to fill up the motorhome last year, and it was normally the year before was $300, and last year was like $180. I don't even know what it's going to be this year.
I can't even wait to see because it's it's a little higher.
Or in New
north
York,
of the
yeah.
Mason-Dixon line. Like,
Yeah.
once we get down past Pennsylvania even, then it drops.
Well, when I was driving...
But, oh, my goodness, we're going to save so much money
When
this
I
year.
took Ian down to Orlando to go live, it was, I think I saw $1.68.
That was back in the beginning of January.
That was in January, and I think it's probably gone down since.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But airfare has not gone down. So we've talked to...
Yeah, this is the thing that's so crazy to us. We have a friend that just went through this, but we're like, why are these flights not going? The cost right now is, you were talking about our friend.
Our friend just was trying to book a flight and missed it by a couple days, but it was like...
Missed what?
Missed the booking by a couple days. It was about $200 one way going to Orlando from New York, and it was then another, like, I think $150 coming home or something like that. And a couple days out, they book later, and the closer you get to the date, it was almost $500 for one person.
Yeah, I've never
round trip.
understood that mentality. Like, they still have seats available. It's getting closer to the trip, and they cost more money. Like, wouldn't they try to sell out?
Oh, totally.
But either
Totally.
way, like, looking at any trips right now, like Neal was
And
saying,
for a
friend,
family of three, it was $1,500 for them.
this isn't even like last minute. They're planning,
this is planning for July.
Summer.
Yeah.
So the flights right now are ridiculous.
Yeah,
so
they're
it
still
doesn't
high.
even like coincide with like what we're seeing just on the road.
Right.
I don't understand that.
I mean,
but-
back in the highest price of gas, when it was almost $4 a gallon, we still spent $1,500 round trip in a Class A motorhome.
Yeah, so imagine the cost of flights for 6 people.
Yeah, that's got to
We
be.
were saving money even when it was at its highest.
Right.
And, then you can think about the mortgage, the interest tax deduction, all of these things that are available, all the pluses. I mean,
Yeah.
check out my blog. I did one about, hotel versus RVing.
Yeah.
And it's a personal choice,
Right.
but just looking at the budget savings, I mean.
Well, and you
there's
also
so
have all your
many.
own stuff with you, too. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a nice
Oh,
thing. I don't like to pack, to
I like
be
to
honest
sleep
with you.
in my own bed.
Yeah.
And we also like to take the whole house with
Wow.
us.
Somebody asked me, like, what do you bring on your trips? I'm like, everything.
The house.
Yeah, the house. We bring everything. So it's kind of nice, when you're going in a hotel, which is great, and that's a nice thing to do, too.
I guess the way to say that, like, okay, we're saving money staying in the RV. We're saving money now versus flying,
Traveling,
driving.
yeah.
Who thought
Yeah.
that would ever be? And I just think you can't put a value on, for me, I love staying in an RV. That's like priceless.
Yeah, it is
there's
priceless.
just no value to put on that. It's memories. It's our house. We love it.
And the traveling is the fun part for us.
There's no bed bugs.
No bed bugs.
It's our
Don't have to worry
toilet.
about it.
Yeah, there's we worry about it, but that's why we have warranties.
No, that's true.
But, that to me is like priceless. So getting into where we can really start saving some costs. So now we're talking January, February. We've actually booked pretty much all our trips. I think
Yeah.
we have 1 or 2 more we need to reserve.
2 more.
Some places, like KOAs and other parks, will just ask for a deposit.
Yep.
And often we're on
Or 1 days or
emails.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 day's worth. And you can always cancel,
Yeah.
so you can, you may be at risk of losing that 1 day amount.
I think
or
most
whatever.
places have, if you cancel within, the maximum is probably 30 days, but within 2 weeks, you're probably going
I've
to get your
even
money
seen
back.
within 48, 72
Well,
hours.
yeah, yeah.
You want to look at those terms and conditions. But Neal and I are in a lot of email alerts, I guess you would say. So we'll get specials,
Yeah.
and you don't have to, a lot of the places that we've gotten these from, like, when we visited, Destin down in Florida last year, I liked a page, I got on a web thing, and we get these alerts for specials and savings, and, you can call and book that and just be putting a deposit down, but
Yep.
lock in that savings.
Yeah, that's
so
huge.
you want to be looking for all these savings. Sometimes, there may not be something going on when we book, always going back to Disney, but when I book the AAA, I've looked through what the AAA cost would be, and then I've gone through the actual Walt Disney site
Yeah,
itself.
there's a difference.
I always save $200 to $300 on our packages
Yeah.
through AAA. They just get the best deal for me.
And that adds up.
And I always get this $100 credit back, which actually pays for our premium. I don't know. Well, it's the premium package that they have with the AAA.
Yeah.
So in
We
our
have like an RV preferred package
yeah,
with
we
AAA.
have. Yeah, it's like platinum something. I
Something like
forget
that,
offhand.
yeah.
But we've been members for like 12 years or something.
Yeah.
So we've got, it pays for itself, and we save a couple $100. So if you don't get specials or you don't get the email alerts,
Well,
or
remember Cyber Monday, too. We got a couple of
that's what I'm
emails,
saying.
too, from Cyber Monday that were fantastic.
because if you get on these sites, you maybe want to check out some places you're wishing to go or you've been to, you want to go back to. Get on their email, and you'll be surprised. You might get some great specials brought up that way. But if not, when you're calling and booking, hey, what kind of specials do you guys give? Just ask.
Oh, yeah.
We have AAA. We have Good Sam. If you're a military person, you got some military ID. And there's campgrounds even just for military.
I mean, you're going to get between 15 to 20% off, or 10 to 20% off,
yeah.
at least 10, being either military, Good Sam, AAA, or anything else. I think Family Motor Coach also has a discount as well. So there's a few different places.
Yeah, that just bring it up. You never know.
And a lot of RV resorts want to work with these places too, so they're looking to have you come down there and
so
use your
don't be
membership.
afraid to ask.
No, don't.
Hey, do you guys have any specials coming up? And hey, I've got this, Good Sam. What do you offer for that? I've seen at least 10% off, and you know what? It's a savings.
It saves, yeah.
It's a meal out.
Totally.
But if you want to look to save even further on where you're going to be staying, we tend to go more RV resorty kind of places.
Yeah.
We're looking for pools and amenities and all that, so they are a little bit more costly.
Yeah.
But if you want to just, save money, I mean, we've gone to some amazing campgrounds that are obviously the national parks.
Yep.
You want to be looking at the hookups, what they have and offered.
I mean,
maybe
for us,
boondocking.
there's like a dump station issue with 6 of us in the motorhome. It's like we have to dump a little bit more frequently than you might have to,
you
say,
love
as
to
a
talk
husband
about
wife.
dumping.
Dumping's fun. It's fun. So, but
it's
that keeps us
something to
out
consider.
of that does keep us out of some of the parks because of that, and also the amperage of some of the parks goes up to some of them are only 30, and our unit's 50 amps.
Yeah, but it's something to consider. Like if you want to get into, we went down to Florida one time and stopped in like Jacksonville at this
nice
Catherine Hanna
Yeah.
Park, and it was adjacent to a military base. And it was owned by the city.
It was right on the
owned
ocean.
by the city, right on the ocean.
Yeah, it was really
gorgeous.
nice.
I
Yeah.
think it was $30 a night.
Yes.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And it had all the hookups and everything.
And we walked right to the
So-
beach, and there were turtles. So it was awesome.
incredible.
Yeah, it was very cool.
So, look at your national parks, municipal city parks. Right now, our dollar is so strong going
Oh, my
into,
God.
we're on a border town, so you think about going over to Canada. Boy, their parks over there are typically municipal parks, provincially owned, and they're $30-$50 a night.
Yeah.
And our dollar, it's like at 40% right now.
As we're recording this right now, $1 US is $1.40 Canadian.
Yeah.
So when you go up there, we booked Shirkston and we put a deposit down on that, and it was a huge savings
Right.
compared to what it would normally be for
Yeah,
us.
so maybe you want to consider going up into Canada.
Yeah, Canada's got some
some
beautiful
lovely
places.
areas to get
Yeah.
up there if you're.
And the people are wonderful.
Well, aren't they though?
They are the nicest people.
I'm Canadian. That's why he's saying that. So, think about where you're staying. There's lots of options to save money right there. So we talked about the gas pricing right now. That alone, this year, what a great time to maybe up your travel because it's going to cost you so much less.
Well,
Time for a road trip.
Remember we were talking to Steve from Colton RV a couple weeks ago, and he says that, the gas prices being as low as they are, you could see more people going out on the road.
Yeah, it's not even that they're getting into RVing, they're just RVing more.
Just RVing more, yeah.
And, that speaks to us, too. So another way we save money is, obviously when we're bringing the house with us, we have a kitchen.
Yes.
And we have a full-size fridge, lucky for us. I mean,
Yes.
that's incredible. So we cook a lot of our own meals.
Well, definitely breakfast is always in the RV.
Yeah, I mean, and that, I'm sorry, but breakfast is as expensive to go out to eat as some dinners.
You take 6 of us out, forget it.
Everybody thinks they can get cinnamon this and
Yes.
rolls, and then you don't eat as healthy, too.
And
So
I'd like
there's-
extra bacon.
you're gonna save your bodies
Yes.
just on eating a little healthier, but you're saving tons of money eating on your own as much as you possibly
Right.
can. But we like to eat out too. So what we do for that is, we'll look. We basically before I even go somewhere, I start looking online, and it could be, maybe even like when we went to Washington D.C.
Yeah.
You can go coupons, dining coupons. Just Google that.
Yeah.
Go on the computer. Look for savings. Look for, hey, do they give AAA and like all the obviously
you
not going
can-
to give Good Sam.
Well, you
but-
can also check out TripAdvisor for restaurants in the area you're going to, and then you can look at their websites and see what days they have specials. There's a lot of ways to do it.
Yeah, they're like
to save
every
some
year
money.
we buy one of these entertainment books,
Yeah.
and you can go look and see what's online. Like you get one meal for free,
Yeah.
or it's just some way to save a little bit more money when you're going out, and maybe trying something a little off the beaten path that's different. I always like to check the reviews and
That's the
and
other
see
part. That's
that
why I was
too.
mentioning TripAdvisor.
Yeah,
The
but,
reviews are
and we also ask when we call, when we're booking these places, we see what kind of a lot of the RV resort places we go to have little stores and sort of tourist, informational centers. There's coupons there.
Yeah.
There's deals, there's specials, even if it's on tickets, like maybe like at Hershey, we go to the campground next door, you can buy the tickets. There's discount packages. When we've gone to New York City, you want to talk about
we were able
there?
to go, and I was thinking Williamsburg too, but you can go and you can buy like the Red Bus packages, and when we were in Williamsburg, we were able to go and buy a package where we went to multiple, not museums, what do you call them in Williamsburg?
Well, they'll do like a
Colonial
5-in-1,
or whatever.
yeah, like you can get a bunch of attractions for the price of, maybe 5 for the price of 3.
Yeah.
If you're going to hit all these places, get the deal, go online, ask, don't be afraid, all of this saving you more money to do some more RVing.
Talk to the people at the when you check into the RV resort that you're going to, the campground. Talk to them because they know where to go.
Yeah, and then don't forget, you're staying at a campground. We're going to these places with all these amenities, from pools to they always have putt-putt. There's bouncing things. There's bingo nights. There's fun activities,
so many activities.
Campfires.
Yep.
There's so much you can do for free at the RV resorts, at the RV campgrounds, and also Google that. What's free to do in DC? Hello,
Everything.
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 When we go there, everything except our
free.
food, which we cook a lot, is free.
Yeah.
The Smithsonian's free.
Yes.
So you want to be doing a lot of research, I think, in your planning, and we're planners. You want to be doing a lot of planning ahead of time and looking at where can you save some money, and again, doing more for less.
And be a traveler.
Get out there and experience something different. Don't be afraid to get outside your comfort zone.
Exactly. Have a great week.
Don't forget to contact us. We love your feedback.
Fishing, hunting, boating, and the rest of the great outdoors 24/7, 365 on Reno Viola Outdoors Radio. Download the free Reno Viola's Outdoor Radio app or visit WRVOradio.com online.